Toastmaster Shalini Menezes.
40 and naughty. That's for those of you who have reached there. But for me, it was 40 and murky. Members of this house, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
As a 10-year-old girl, I had unusually weak eyes. My eyeballs weren't round like marbles, but oblong like eggs. I was short-sighted and a squinter, a rare case of galloping myopia that galloped so fast the number was way beyond my age. Lucky for some, unlucky for the others. Any guesses? You guessed it right. The dreaded number -13. My spectacles arrived when I was barely 5. I had to wear big, goofy glasses, which completely shattered my self-confidence and esteem. Sports at school spelled terror. I was told to play without my spectacles. Sensible precaution, right? Well, no! As ouch! The ball would hit me as I walked straight in the middle of the field. You shouldn't have stood there, girl. Can't you see? Agonies and mocks I endured during my childhood were far too much to digest. Running home from school, I would stare at the mirror and ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the ugliest one of all?" The answer was depressing. The answer was me. But through all that trauma and pain was my dad, who stood by me and helped motivate me. Dad would say, "Child, in moments of despair, repair." But repair what, where, and how, Dad? I feel devastated every moment I live. But I pondered on Dad's words, tried to look at myself differently. Couldn't see much of a change though, but his words lingered on. Don't despair, but prepare. Dad knew my passion, stage plays and dramas. He took me to one such play. I loved the play and began speaking with my next seated neighbor. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. I realized there was no response. Only. Irritated, I turned to look at my neighbor in the dark. She was stiff. I moved closer and realized she couldn't see. She was blind. My world came shuttering down. I moved close and asked her, "Why were you clapping?" Her response changed my life forever. All she said was, "I cannot see, but I saw everything through you. You were my eyes for the last 20 minutes." Shocked, I looked at myself and around. Most of us here are blessed with our 5 senses intact, including me. Where I have a loving family, good parents, good health, and yet I fix my lips to complain about what? thanks to Dad's words of wisdom, I repaired my thoughts. I participated in stage plays with my facial accessories, and I triumphed. Life moved on. This was life with my little princess and me 8 years ago. Mama, today is the most happiest day of my life. Yippee! I just love you, Mama. All was well until a few months back, our roles changed. It was me pestering my teenage daughter to open up and speak. Tell me, princess, what happened to you today? What did your friend say? Tell me, please. Her response was in syllables. Where did I go wrong? What happened to our non-stop conversations? One day, I saw her standing in front of the mirror, holding her spectacles which she very reluctantly wears, and crying. She was complaining about how she was humiliated at school because of her spectacles. She was low and dejected. I felt so bad. All these months, instead of being an attentive listener, I was an impatient mom nagging her to speak. Again, thanks to Dad's words of wisdom, I analyzed myself, realized my fault, and spent a lot of time talking to her. Today, things are much better. We don't care what the mirror says. Let the mirror say we are the ugliest. We know we are the most beautiful of all. Today, I know happiness because I have seen sadness. I know my strength because I have seen my flaws. I ask you all, when in despair, what will you do?
Repair.
What will you do?
Repair.
Yes, repair. Contest chair.